What's up, guys? Kevin Goetz here from Mute Prophet, helping you achieve musical success. Today, we're talking about the very basics of music theory, which is intervals. And I'm hoping that this is going to be a really simplistic thing because a lot of people get scared off by the slightest bit of music theory, and it really shouldn't be intimidating. So, yeah. For this example, we're going to be using the E major scale up here on the 12th fret, because a lot of beginners can't do like the G major stretch down here. So I wanted to pick something nice and simplistic that everyone can handle, right? Intervals are literally just the distance between two notes. So what that means is it's a way to break down scales. So if you've ever seen someone describe the natural minor scale as the major scale with a flat third, flat sixth, and flat seventh, that's what you're looking at there. That would tell you, if you understood intervals, exactly what notes you need to play to differentiate the natural minor scale from the major scale. So, in the case of the major scale, the formula for the major scale is root, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, WWH, WWWH. Now, what that refers to is a whole step or half step. A whole step being 2 frets, and a half step being 1 fret, or, different distance between 2 white keys on a piano is a whole step. Difference between a white key and a black key is a half step. So that's how we know to build our major scale. Right? That's not actually too complicated, is it? Where a lot of people get tripped up is the understanding of the intervallic names. So, root, obviously, is the root, the first note of the scale, what it's starting on. It is the foundation or the root. If you then have a distance of 2 frets, or a whole step, you would call it a major second. Because it has a major sounding quality as opposed to a minor second, which would be... That's a lot more tense, right? It's a lot more kind of angry sounding or ominous, which is a minor tonal quality. Then we would play the major third. And again, if you were going to go minor, to have a minor third, it would sound like this. Which again, that kind of hangs a lot more heavy. It makes you feel kind of, you want that to resolve to something. Which is where, in both major and minor scales, we hit the perfect 4th and perfect 5th. And these are termed this way because they do not have a major or minor quality. They only matter as a resolution from a major or minor interval, like the third. And just a quick aside, the 5th is also the interval that we put into a power chord. So, now what you can start thinking about here real quick is when you're constructing chords, when you'll hear someone say a triad is the root, the third, and the 5th, that's what it means. So, play those as chords. Here's the major. That's all there is to building chords, is knowing the intervals and finding those same notes in the scale. Instead of playing them one note at a time, find them on different strings and play them as a chord. It's not hard to do. So, continuing on. Major 6th. Major 7th, and the octave of the root. Or if we were going to play the natural minor scale, so here on our perfect 5th, we hit the minor 6th, minor 7th, As another example when someone's talking about Lydian, which is a mode of the major scale, and they say it has an augmented fourth. That just means you would raise the fourth normally present as perfect in the major scale by 1 fret. So, hear that? One note makes all the difference. Or with Dorian, they would raise the minor sixth, normally present in the natural minor scale, to a major sixth. So yeah, this really doesn't need to be as complicated as a lot of instructors make it. It's basically just how you assemble a scale and how you read a scale. And we will go over in future videos some other ways to make sense of this and how to use this as a practical thing that you know, instead of just kind of offhand knowing the names of intervals. That doesn't do any good for anyone. But that's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I have new videos on songwriting and music theory coming out every Friday, as well as various other music-related lessons coming out every single day. I aim to make this channel the single destination for everything you could possibly need to achieve success in music.